Okay, short music intro tonight because we have a lot to talk about. Welcome to the MetsFan884 podcast, episode 14. Week of wrestling's half over. We just got finished Impact, Dynamite, and NXT. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. We are here to review Raw and NXT and AEW, and we're here to preview our upcoming In Your House. And I'm here to basically put two wrestlers in their place. So this might be a very long podcast. Hope people can stick with me for this one. Okay, let's dive right in to Monday Night Raw Monday night. Huge show, great show from Raw Monday nights. We had another segment with the Viking Raiders and Street Profits. Many people want to forget that. Seth Rollins basically had this retirement party for Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio's son Dominic showed some of the greatest passion I've ever seen. We had Samoa Joe's first night on the commentary table. And basically, we had Zelina Vega's group basically splinter the entire show. Andrade and them try to jump Apollo. We had a 6-man tag. You know, it's a normal Monday Night Raw that happens on Monday night. Asuka will face Nia Jax, as you know, and that's going to be one of my topics tonight. But we'll get to that after we do tonight's NXT and AEW. NXT tonight featured some action-packed shows. You just saw the ending of NXT with El Himo del Fantasma winning the NXT Cruiserweight Championship, which we thought would spell the end of Drake Maverick's career, but before NXT went off the air, WWE COO Triple H gave Drake Maverick a new NXT contract, so I guess Drake Maverick is still in World Wrestling Entertainment. Congratulations to Drake Maverick. We saw a exclusive, in-depth look at the triple threat match this Sunday between Charlotte, Rhea, and Io. We saw a mixed tag match between Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, Keith Lee, and Mia Yim, which saw Gargano and Candice win. We saw another one of those hideous segments with Dexter Lumis. I don't know what's going on with that guy. Undisputed Era was in a I think it was a 3-team tag team match. A lot of other action happened tonight. And on AEW, Cody defended the TNT title against Jungle Boy. Retained the title. We had a women's match featuring everybody's favorite Big Swole. I don't know what the hell Big Swole was thinking. They're trying to prove getting Dr. Britt Baker's face. Britt's injured. Swole, stop being a coward and picking on an injured wrestler and move on. Tony Schiavone had an interview with FTR, the new tag team. And apparently we're going to see a match featuring them next week. And we draw even closer to the upcoming next pay-per-view that's coming up. I forgot what the name of it is. You people probably know. It's the hardest part about Wednesday nights. NXT and AEW aren't at the same time, so you got to switch back and forth, and you barely can keep up with either one. All I know is AEW featured some great action tonight. It was fantastic, like it is every week. Will be interesting to see who gets the ratings tomorrow. Now it's time for the card for the upcoming NXT Takeover in Your House this coming Sunday, and I will give you my predictions because I may or may not do a podcast on Friday. I'm thinking about doing one, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do one. We'll see. Okay, here it is. NXT TakeOver in Your House will be at Full Sail. Wow, that's a relief. At Full Sail, not the WWE Performance Centers. Probably will have the the upstarts in the audience again, like we had the last couple of weeks. Okay, here's the matches. We have 6 matches on the card. 6 matches. I think it's 6 matches. It's probably going to be more, probably added. There'll probably be some during the kickoff show. But first match is Tommaso Ciampa versus Karrion Kross. For those of you who know, or Caden Kross, as most of you know him as. This match came about when Caden Kross debuted on NXT attacking Ciampa after Ciampa's last chapter match with Johnny Gargano. Now, this is going to be one of those matches where it's going to be a hard one to pick because both these guys have high thresholds for pain. Both these guys are merely evil and can do anything to each other, and it probably will do anything to each other. So if you would ask me to pick one, I would have to pick Caden Kross. Next up, Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, and Io Shirai, a triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship. Now, Charlotte defeated Rhea for the championship back at WrestleMania. Io Shirai won the Big Battle Royal. Charlotte's been appearing on all 3 shows, making everybody visually sick of her, which is the big difference. She's been doing that for the last 6 years, but for the last 4 years. But anyway, this will be Charlotte Flair's first takeover since she lost the NXT Women's Championship to Sasha Banks. Because I think she was called up immediately after that. But anyway, if I gotta pick a winner in this match, I will pick, of course, Rhea Ripley. But at this point, I'm with the rest of the wrestling community. I don't care who wins this match as long as it's not Charlotte Flair. Because she really does not need the NXT Women's Championship at this point in her career. She actually needs, in my opinion, to take a break from winning championships altogether. Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. Now, I don't remember exactly how this match came about. I think Damian Priest attacked Finn Balor, or was discovered as the man who attacked Finn Balor when Finn was trying to enter a tournament or something, I think it was. Damian Priest versus Finn Balor, okay? The Prince Finn Balor at a takeover. Finn Balor at takeover is kind of like The Undertaker at WrestleMania. The guy's flawless. He pulls out his best stuff at takeover. So as much as I like Damian Priest, I would have to go with Finn Balor. Adam Cole versus the Velveteen Dream. This is a last chance match. Now, we've had these last chance matches before in WWE. That's how the Street Profits won the tag team titles from Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy. Now, if Velveteen Dream doesn't win this match, he can no longer challenge for the NXT Championship as long as Adam Cole is champion. Now, we know WWE and we know WWE, those of us who have been watching it for a good long while. I have a feeling that this is going to be the night they give Velveteen the title. As much as most of us probably want Adam Cole to retain, Velveteen's most likely going to walk out with the championship, unfortunately. Keith Lee versus Johnny Gargano for the North American Championship. Now, this is a battle that I mentioned earlier that's been getting hellaciously personal between the two couples, Keith Lee and Mia Yim and Johnny and Candice. You saw last week, Mia Yim and Keith Lee did this parody of the segments that Johnny and Candice have been doing from their living room. Of course, that led to this mixed tag match tonight where Johnny and Candice won. And it will be interesting to see what happens between these two couples this coming Sunday at In Your House. But if I got to pick a winner, I'm picking the Limitless One to retain the North American Championship. Now, Mia Yim, Shotzi Blackheart, and Tegan Nox will team up to face Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez in a 6-women's tag team match. Now, y'all who follow me on Twitter know I'm a huge Dakota Kai supporter. but I'm also a Mia Yim fan. So this one's going to be kind of hard for me to pick a side. I'm not going to pick a side. I'm going to let y'all do that. So leave your comments either under this video or on my Twitter account at MetsFan884. Let me know who you think's going to win this match, because I'm not picking a side for this one. I'm sorry, but not every match I can pick a side. Now that we got the formalities out of the way, it's time for me to basically put two pieces of scum in their place. First piece of scum I got to put in their place is Sunny. Now, if you've been on Twitter, Sunny tweeted something I'm not going to even bring up what she tweeted. You probably can go on Twitter and check it out yourself if you haven't reported her by now. But this is a woman who's in the WWE Hall of Fame. With everything that's going on in this world right now, she tweets something like that. It basically makes me lose all respect for her that I've had for her. I've already blocked and reported her on Twitter. I don't know how many more people have done it, but yeah. This is not the time to say something like that on Twitter. And I'm with the majority of the people on Twitter. I think she should be taken out of the WWE Hall of Fame for that. I'm sorry, but there's no place in this world with the things going on right now with all these riots and stuff for her to say something like that on Twitter. No place at all. And if she somehow sees this podcast, you should be a damn shame of yourself. You're a WWE Hall of Famer who's supposed to stand up for right, and you say something like this? Not good. WWE should take some kind of action against her. Take her out the Hall of Fame or something. And speaking of someone WWE needs to take action on, that brings me to the irresistible force, Nia Jax. Now, I've been wrestling all day in my mind of whether I should talk about this, but I don't care. Somebody has to speak up. I don't give a rat's ass who this chick is related to. She can't wrestle. Okay? I don't give a damn. You want to come after me for saying this? Come after me for saying this, but I'm saying it. The chick can't wrestle. She is the biggest waste of space in WWE. All she's doing is injuring people. If you watch Monday Night Raw, you saw her match with Kairi Sane. This chick just straight injures people and like walks around like it's funny. And WWE lets her get away with it. I don't give a crap who you're related to. She's gotta go. If we gotta start a petition on Twitter to get her out of WWE and somehow get it to Vince, we will. If we gotta start a Twitter-wide hashtag to get her out of WWE, we will. Because this is getting ridiculous. She calls out Ronda Rousey for being unsafe, and then you pull what you pulled Monday night. If you didn't see it Monday night, watch the match between her and Kairi Sane from Monday Night Raw. You'll see what we're talking about. Watch any match she's been in her entire career prior to the match with Kairi this past Monday. You'll see what we're talking about. The chick is dangerous. She should not be in the ring until she at least learns how to wrestle safely without injuring people. I don't care what people say about my fave, Lacey Evans, and how people like to say she can't wrestle or whatever. There's a difference between saying someone can't wrestle and somebody who can't wrestle. And Nia Jax fits the description of somebody who can't wrestle. This chick just injures people for no damn reason. And it's getting ridiculous after 3 years. And how do we treat this? How do we treat this woman who's going around injuring people, nearly giving, who knows if Kairi Sane has a concussion right now? We give her a Raw Women's Championship match at Backlash against the Raw Women's Champion, Asuka. I don't know how many more people I speak for on Twitter when I say this, but I hope Asuka kicks the crap out of her next Sunday and holds on to the title. Because if she wins that championship, you might as well flush the Raw Women's title down the damn toilet. If you're going to give somebody who's unsafe to work with the championship just to give her the title, Vince, you're just as stupid and out of touch as everybody says you are. This woman is walking around your company injuring your women's superstars, and you're not doing nothing about it. Why? Because you're afraid that somehow the miniature amount of people out there who like her are actually going to get mad at you? When since Vincent Kennedy McMahon ever cared about the fans getting mad at him? Vince McMahon's done a lot of dumb shit over the years and not cared about what the fans thought. You did Katie Vick. This Is Your Life Bailey. You made yourself WWE and ECW champion. Why the hell do you care now what the fans think? You don't do something about this sooner or later, you ain't going to have no women's division on Raw or SmackDown. Because she's just going to go around injuring people and then smiling about it at the end of the day. When I saw that goofy little grin on her face Monday night, I wish my TV was... I wish to God somebody would knock it off her face. Because this woman is going around injuring people. Injuring people. Injuries happen in wrestling. We understand that. It's a sport. But you don't go around just purposely injuring people because you think it's a game. And that's exactly what, in my opinion, what Nia Jax is doing. That crap with Kyrie saying this past Monday was incomprehensible. It's like she wasn't even trying not to injure this girl. You threw her like straight head first into the steel steps. Straight head first. Watch the match. It's on YouTube. If you don't want to watch it on YouTube, I'll post it on my Twitter. Watch the match. The chick basically throws her into the stairs. You could hear the thud. Who knows if Kyrie Sane is going to be okay or not. But yet they keep making excuses for this chick. Keep giving her chances and opportunities because it's okay. Come on. If this was anybody else, they'd be fired right now. Why don't we want to fire this chick? Why don't we just at least stop letting her wrestle until she learns how to wrestle safely? That's the least we could do. Stop letting her get in the ring with these up-and-coming superstars until she can learn how to wrestle properly and not injure people. And if somehow Nia sees this podcast, good. Let her see it. Because everything I'm saying about you is absolutely facts. You're not a safe wrestler. You don't know how to wrestle, and all you do is injure people. It's ridiculous. It was ridiculous a couple of years ago when you did the Becky Lynch. This past Monday night was beyond. Beyond. Kyrie Sane has a whole career ahead of her. She does not need your ass injuring her because you can't wrestle right. We had superstars lose their careers because of unsafe workers and stuff like that. We don't need it with you. Because Vince McMahon is scared to say something. If this was anybody else, they'd be fired, suspended, or off TV. But her, June 14th, Backlash, she's getting a title match. And if I know Vince McMahon's little crooked, backwards ass, he's probably going to win the title. You would think somebody related to The Rock can actually freaking wrestle. But unfortunately, sometimes wrestling skips a generation, and I guess it skipped her. I don't know what the hell she's still in WWE for. I can't figure it out. I can't figure out why we keep this chick around for. There's a lot of women in NXT could fill her spot and do a better job. But we keep her around. Why? Why, Vince? Because it makes you look good in some kind of community or something like that? No, it doesn't make you look good. It makes you look like you're keeping an unsafe wrestler in your company thinking it makes you look good when it actually makes you look like hell. I advise anybody who hasn't seen the match this past Monday, watch the match. Watch the match with her and Kairi Sane. I bet you Vince probably had YouTube edit out the part where she slammed her into the stairs, but watch the match. The most unsafe thing I've ever seen in my life. It was careless, it was reckless, and it shouldn't have happened. But yet, it's gonna be like no repercussions. She's still getting a title match. And like I said, she's probably gonna win. I'm hoping not. But this is WWE. She's probably gonna win. Unfortunately. And she's probably gonna do the same thing she did the last time she was Raw Women's Champion, which is absolutely damn nothing. And if she wins, I'm telling you right now, and this is not just, and this is probably my opinion only, I don't know how many people are going to agree with me. Everything I say on this podcast or my Twitter account is my opinion. But yeah, if she wins that championship, you might as well flush the damn thing down the toilet. You might as well flush the whole 54-year history of the women's championship down the toilet, because that title ain't going to mean shit anymore. That means people just give it to anybody, no matter if they're an unsafe worker or not. We're going to just give it to her just to give it to her. That title deserves better than Nia Jax. The women's division deserves better than Nia Jax. We as fans deserve better than fucking Nia Jax. Get rid of this chick. What the hell are you still keeping her around for? Her usefulness ran out 3 years ago, when she was a damn rosebud. She can't wrestle. She's reckless. She doesn't care who she hurts. Why are we keeping her for? Because it makes Vince McMahon look good in his image. One episode of Fight Like a Girl is not going to make us forget the many wrestlers this chick has injured. Injuries happen in wrestling, but not every damn time you face somebody. And it happens every time she steps in the ring with somebody, they get injured somehow. I fear to think what's going to happen when she steps in the ring with Asuka next week. It scares me. You saw what she did at Money in the Bank. It scares the death to me what this woman would do to a women's division if she wins the title. Kairi Sane is probably just the tip of the iceberg of the people she will injure. And it should not happen. We shouldn't have somebody in the WWE just injuring people just to say, oh, I can wrestle. No, you can't, Nia. You really can't. You can't wrestle. I have a 12-year-old nephew who can wrestle better than you. Okay? I ain't never been in a wrestling ring a day in my life and probably can wrestle better than you and safer than you. The sport's supposed to be scripted. It's not supposed to have somebody getting injured every night. And that's exactly what happens every time this woman steps into the damn ring. She injures people left and right. And it's like they don't care. And nobody speaks up because why? They are scared of the backlash from the minimal amount of Nia Jax fans out there. Well, guess what? There's going to be people probably commenting under this video that it was Kairi Sane's fault. How the hell was it her fault? How in the hell was it Kairi Sane's fault? I'm sorry, Kairi Sane told Nia to throw her torpedo style into the steel steps. No. happened Monday night was not Kyrie's fault. It was Nia's. Overall, it was Vince McMahon's for keep letting this chick wrestle when she can't. Keep letting her just injure people and not say anything. Because he's afraid of the backlash from the fans. Those of us who seem to remember of Vince McMahon that didn't give a damn. You try to injure one of my superstars, you were out on your ass. But this Vince McMahon we got now is too damn scared of what the fans are going to say. Well, guess what? Us fans who want this chick gone don't care. We're doing this because we love WWE. We don't want to see a bunch of our women's division in stretchers getting wheeled out of the arena every night because this chick can't wrestle safely. We yet to even get an injury report on Kairi Sane. We don't know if she's okay or not. We don't know if she had a concussion or what. And this chick somehow is going to get a women's championship match? Why? Over Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, anybody on that damn roster that deserves one, she's going to get it? That's a crock of bullshit. I am praying to the good Lord above Asuka beats her next week. That women's title deserves much better than her. We deserve, as fans, much better than Nia Jax. WWE as a whole deserves much better than this chick. We want a women's division where we can see women competing. We don't want women's division where every week we got to worry about somebody getting injured because this chick can't wrestle safely. It's getting ridiculous. Either Vince, you do something about it, or we will.